Hey guys, what's up? It's BigJackfilms here, and welcome to the final part of the Jurassic Park Legacy reviews. Well, that isn't until they make Jurassic World or Jurassic Park 5, but we'll get to that in another video. But you wanted it, you got it. It's time for me to finally review the fourth film in the Jurassic Park franchise. A film that's been through development hell for over 10 years, and we're gonna see today if it lives up to the hype. So, grab your popcorn, grab your drinks, and grab your favorite dinosaur toy as we take a look at Jurassic World. So what's the plot of the fourth film in the franchise? Well, surprisingly, it starts off where the park is actually open for business. In fact, it's been in business for 10 years. Millions of people show up to see the dinosaurs in their natural habitat, and security is at its all-time high in technology. But with 10 years of business, people start to get sick and tired of seeing dinosaurs. Which, for the record, is kind of bullshit. And in order to keep sales rising up, corporate sponsors decide to create a hybrid dinosaur, made from several different creatures. This, of course, being the Indominus Rex, who shows that she is the most deadliest creature in the entire island, even giving the T-Rex a run for her money. Meanwhile, we cut to a character named Owen, played by Chris Pratt, who turns out to be a raptor trainer, taking the island's deadliest and smartest predators and turning them into trustworthy allies. But suddenly, the Indominus Rex escapes, causing havoc throughout the entire island, breaking loose all the dinosaurs, and it's up to Star-Lord and his raptor squad to save the day. So with a plot as ridiculous as that, has the 10 years of development hell really held up? Well, in short, fuck yes. There's no doubt about it that this is not only one of the best sequels in a long time, this is definitely one of the best movies in a long time. And on top of that, totally makes up for the disaster that is Jurassic Park 3. Everything about this film is entertaining as hell. It's action-packed, it's scary, it's adventurous, and overall has that Jurassic Park feeling that we all know and love. But before we talk about the characters in the film itself, let's take a look at a lot of back history. Well, Jurassic Park 3 had a mediocre box office and terrible reviews, which this probably explains why. There were rumors and developments of a fourth film for over 10 years. It was probably the one question Spielberg always got: will there be a Jurassic Park 4? And in doing so, he kept saying,
that's gonna happen.
Right now it's on the schedule to bring out another Jurassic Park story.
Jurassic Park 4, we have a story I can happily announce right now.
Someday, Jurassic Park, I think, will certainly happen.
And hopefully we are going to make Jurassic Park 4 in all of your foreseeable futures, all of our foreseeable futures, hopefully within the next 2 or 3 years.
But in the course of 10 years, not much really happened in terms of the production, aside from a script here or there. But some of the storyline was actually considered in some of the rumors. One being that the dinosaurs did not actually die from a meteorite, but a deadly virus. And when cloning the dinosaurs, it actually brought the virus back and not only killed the dinosaurs, but the humans as well. Another plot centered around human and dinosaur DNA. Both of these elements seemed really dark and sick for a Jurassic Park movie, and it looked like it was going to be even more darker than the third one, which I was honestly all for. And let me tell you guys, the wait for this movie was a fucking nightmare. It was to the point where I actually had dreams of going to see the movie, and then waking up and being all pissed off it was just a dream. In the words of James Rolfe when he reviewed Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3,
the wait was fucking killing me.
And in the course of 10 years, we had everything from fake posters to fake trailers, and some of these actually looked incredible. My ideal visions for Jurassic Park 4 were to have dark and gloomy jungles, similar to that of Peter Jackson's Skull Island. And the predatory dinosaurs were deadlier than ever. It seemed the film was finally going through its pre-production stages around 2006. But unfortunately, in 2008, both Micheal Crichton and Stan Winston passed away, and the ideas for Jurassic Park 4 seemed to be dusted away. And it was at this point that we felt the franchise was extinct. But surprisingly, a few years ago at San Diego Comic-Con, Steven Spielberg announced at a panel that Jurassic Park 4 was finally going to happen. This made so many fans happy to know that we were getting another Jurassic Park movie in a couple years. The anticipation for this movie could not have been more exciting. And then of course the trailer popped up, and my reaction video kind of sums up how I felt. And as more and more trailers kept on during this year, I finally saw the film at midnight of June of this year. And let me tell you guys, it was honestly fucking worth it. Like I said, it was action-packed, it was adventurous, there were tons of great characters, and it was overall a welcome return to the franchise. Speaking of which, let's talk about the characters. First, there's Owen. While he can be on the cocky side, he's a really enjoyable character. Him and the Raptor Squad are probably one of the best scenes in the movie. And not only that, the relationship between Owen and his Raptors is actually kind of heartwarming and touching, especially at the end. Then there's Claire, who's essentially the John Hammond of the new series. She can be a little snooty and kind of only cares about her job, but eventually she does shine through and shows her true colors. And then of course there's the kids. You can't really have a Jurassic Park film without the kids involved. Well, let me just say the kids are okay at best. They can be a little annoying at times, but hey, they're the generic Spielberg kids. By the way, does the big brother look like one of the guys from Smosh? But the heroes cannot go against all odds without the villain. And that is in the form of Vincent D'Onofrio, aka this guy.
Private Pile, I'm gonna give you 3 seconds. Exactly 3 fucking seconds to wipe that stupid looking grin off your face, or I will gouge out your eyeballs and skull fuck you!
Of course he plays the one-dimensional Avatar evil general. In doing so, he wants to turn the Raptors into weapons, which is a sinister idea and kinda cool for another series. It's kind of a stupid plan. But the way he abuses the Raptors is actually kind of hurtful, and let's be honest, his comeuppance was definitely worth it. As well, the side characters were actually kind of fun too. You have BD Wan playing Dr. Henry Wu again, which is a great welcome return. And let me tell you, his character actually takes kind of a twist. Instead of being the hero, he's more of the villain, playing almost a Victor Frankenstein like Peter Cushing. So overall, the characters aren't that bad. Now what about the dinosaurs? Well, let me say, this movie is absolutely full of them, and every one of them, old and new, is great to see. Of course, we have the classics like Triceratops and Stegosaurus and the Raptors, but we actually got a few new dinosaurs too. One of the biggest surprises was seeing the Apatosaurus, which was actually an amazing sight to finally see in a Jurassic Park film. Hell, even the scene where they rip off the scene from Land Before Time with Littlefoot's mother is actually kind of heartwarming and a little bit sad. The best part about it is that they used a life-size animatronic for the scene. And also, it was kind of cool to actually see some new dinosaurs do more action-oriented things, like the Ankylosauruses with the hamster ball. As well, the Mosasaur scene and the Pteranodon scene were actually really fun as well. But of course, let's talk about the Indominus Rex, the big new villain dino of the series. Well, I'll be honest and say, yeah, it's actually a pretty cool design and a really cool character. While she is bigger than a T-Rex, she's actually got some cool features, like camouflage, communication with other dinosaurs, as well as heat sensing. It's almost like a dinosaur supervillain. And let me tell you, whenever she's on screen, she is absolutely terrifying. And she's not killing for the sake of eating, she's doing it for sport, to actually taunt the other characters. And when she's vicious, she's fucking vicious. You don't want to fuck with this monster. But of course, let's talk about the Raptors, Echo, Delta, Charlie, and Blue. Well, to be honest, while the other Raptors are pretty forgettable, Blue is probably everybody's favorite, and she is so adorable. Yeah, I know the Raptors are supposed to be these arch villains of the entire franchise, but it was actually kind of cool to see the heroes and villains team up to fight a bigger threat. And Blue will probably now be considered a favorite character in the Jurassic Park series. But unfortunately, one of the flaws of the film is that it lacks the use of animatronics. 99.9% of the film's effects are all done in CG, which, don't get me wrong, is great CG. This is some of the best CGI I've seen in a long while, but it feels like the film is really missing something without the use of Stan Winston's great animatronics. While John Williams or Don Davis didn't do the score this time, the music this time was done by Michael Gilinchiel. He's a big name composer right now. His score is actually not that bad. Given he did the score for the Lost World video game on the PS1, let's at least give the studio credit for actually finding somebody that has a back history to the Jurassic Park franchise in terms of music. The music very much feels like the first one, but on a cheaper scale, which is not bad, it's just not as memorable as the other 3 films. But as usual, there are some good elements and then there's some bad elements. One of the biggest flaws of the film was the forced family plot issue. While Colin Trevorrow directed the film, he did try to copy Spielberg a little too much, especially with the oriented family adventure tone of the film. And the whole family divorce thing is a little forced and kind of unnecessary. In fact, one of the biggest flaws I have with this movie is a scene that doesn't even happen. You guys know what I'm talking about. The ending to Jurassic Park 3! The Pteranodons just take off from the island and they never explain what happened to them! What the hell, movie? You could have at least done a prologue or something about what happened to those poor Pteranodons. What, did they land in New Jersey and become the Jersey Shore or something? Although, to be fair, that would explain where Snooki came from. As well, another scene that's not really explained is how they were able to rebuild the original park, especially in the span of 4 years since Jurassic Park 3. Again, it's not explained, and it seems kind of troubling that the park would just open for business without explaining how they were able to go in and raid it. Although if you really think about it, the original Sega game kind of explains that. Another downside with the film is that I didn't like the plot where the dinosaurs were to be used as weapons. Those bits felt honestly really forced, especially given the fact that they were used for an earlier script of the movie. I felt like the whole bit should have been scrapped altogether. In fact, if you're gonna do a movie with dinosaurs as weapons, don't use Jurassic Park! It's called fucking Dino Riders! But do these flaws affect the film in any way? Absolutely not. Jurassic World is a film that we've been needing for a very long time. Given the amount of sequels and remakes that have come out in the past few years, it could have been very easy for Universal to just reboot the franchise, but they stayed true to what the fans wanted and gave them a proper follow-up sequel. But obviously the review is the review, but you guys want to see what I really think about the ending to the film. Yeah, you guys want to know how I feel about the ending after that shit-fest ending for Jurassic Park 3? Well, I'm gonna react to it right now. Yes, I've seen the movie fully, but you want to see how I actually reacted to the ending. Well, let's do it. Let's play the ending to Jurassic World. Dinosaurs, who's boss? Yeah! Yeah! Yeah, fuck him up! No! 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 Get out! Goddammit! Get up, you son of a bitch!
From her, you bitch!
Yes! Yes! Woo! Yeah! Yeah! Holy shit! Yeah, you gotta admit, that ending was fucking brilliant. It was totally worth the price of admission alone. It was great to see the T-Rex finally come back after the crushing defeat in Jurassic Park 3. And especially the fact that this is the original T-Rex from the first movie made the scene even more exciting. Yeah, I kind of agree that I wish she would have finished off the Indominus Rex herself without the aid of the Raptor and the Mosasaur. But come on, that scene was kick-ass, and to see two enemies become close friends and fight this thing to the finish was absolutely breathtaking. This is an ending that the fans definitely deserved after the crushing crap that was the third film. And it was absolutely worth it. Overall, Jurassic World was a fun ride. With great characters, great dinosaurs, amazing action sequences, a pretty decent score, and an ending that totally kicks ass, this was a film that was definitely worth the wait. And I hope the franchise goes even further with more adventures to come. A solid 9 out of 10. Definitely worth the wait. Well guys, thanks for watching the Jurassic Park Legacy reviews. I hope you enjoyed it and had a lot of fun. So what were your thoughts on Jurassic World, and what do you hope more for the franchise? Let me know in the comments below. It was overall totally fun looking back on this amazing series of films, and I hope to do more reviews in the future. So, until the next review, this is BigJackfilms, signing off.